everybody. Bald&curious here. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. A little windy. I don't know how the audio is gonna be because it's kind of windy, gusty. I don't know how much the cat on the mic will do, but hopefully it'll do. Alright, so I wanna revisit the appendix carry. So you notice I lost a chunk of my belly. Lost about 6 inches of the waist. I can probably go a little more, but like I said, gyms are closed and I'm too lazy to exercise home and a bunch of shit going on. I don't want to get into it. So a friend of mine actually says, and he's a little chunkier, and he says he appendix carry, and it never really worked for me. So today I figure I'll try it. So before I left the house, I actually put a holster on, and put my SIG 365 XL on. Okay, put the appendix, conceals real nice. I also just watched a Paul Performance video. He's got that Gucci 365 with a fancy light and a 15 bar magazines. And I kind of like the setup. If you can have it up front with a spare magazine, I think it's really good setup. And if it works for your body type. And until now, I could never do it. So right now, I had it for about an hour. I drove here. It dug into my thigh a little bit, but it wasn't really that bad, all things considered. So I figure we'll do a couple of practice runs and see how it goes. Okay. It's definitely not as comfortable as my 4 o'clock position. You definitely know it's there, but I think it's more in my head because it's all new to me, But drawing might be a lot easier because you holstering, reholstering, you can actually look down to see what you're doing, unlike when it's in the back. So let me take a couple of practice shots. Bring it back up. I'll do a couple of practice shots, and then we'll see. Maybe we'll run it both and run the timer and see what's what. You definitely have to be conscious of your trigger finger because you're definitely pointing the gun straight at your dick, pretty much. So, I don't like all these Instagram heroes start over here, which is cheating if you ask me. If you do want to start, I would say start here because that would be your defensive position, okay? If you get in confrontation, so you're gonna probably shove the guy, take a step back, create a distance, and draw at the same time. So let's do it like that, okay? Nice and slowly. This is the first time for me drawing and fighting the live round from this. So I'm not gonna go nuts. Alright, I have a US PSA Tiger over there. Shot a little low. Let's try again. A little better. Okay, one thing I'm noticing, I don't really have that from the other position. As I draw, my hand gets snagged on a shirt. Oh, that was a fail. Alright, so I'm guessing I definitely had to grab the shirt and stretch it this way. So I'm guessing it's all just in the practice. I think I got one more. I had 2 more. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Let's time it. We'll do draw in 2 shots, draw in 2 shots. Let's see what we do. That was 215. 218. 232, I'm getting slower. 204. I think we can do one more. Trigger freeze, 223, so 204 was my best time. So adrenaline and whatnot, you can, I'm pretty confident I can do it around 2.25 seconds, even in a stressful situation. Now, let's take, by the way, wearing the essential holster, I haven't taken it off since I got it. Now, let me put it back to my original. Alright, so this is the way I would normally carry, okay? It's a little comfortable, to be honest, but probably doesn't conceal as well. You know, might print a little bit. So let's try it on a timer, and let's see how good we do. Let me do a dry run first. Alright, never mind. Let's do it. Same position. Maybe if I put one in the chamber, right? That'll probably help. .218. .195. .222. .195 again. And I'm out. And this was 253. That was the slowest one. So yeah, I was a little bit faster from 4 o'clock, but not by much. And it's only because I'm used to it a lot more. So there you have it. I mean, my physique changed, so now I'm able actually to appendix carry, but it doesn't really look like you're faster. You know, really, I don't really see myself being so much more faster. I mean, yeah, if you kind of start hands down, kind of cheating position, then yeah, but don't think it's that much faster. And one thing that, besides the appendix didn't really fit me that well, is that, you know, you kind of have to be concerned like what kind of scenario you're in. So if you're actually in some kind of altercation up close and you go for the gun too soon, he might be able to grab it, put your hands, you know, put his hands on it. This way, it's in the back, so you can still, you know, kind of fight with this hand while drawing with the other. You know, I'm not an instructor, but I do have a common sense. So let's try something else. And by the way, using Harry's holster with the wedge and the claw. Now we're gonna try something completely different. Well, not really completely different, but we're gonna try my EDC-X9. And the holster is from South Carolina. I keep forgetting the name of the place. He's got a YouTube, he's got a Facebook page. I'm gonna annotate it. So size-wise, they're actually not, you know, if you overlay them, you know, let's take it out of the holster. They're both clear. So size-wise, the EDC is really not that much bigger. I mean, it's obviously fatter, okay, the grip. But since I'm in a stupid state, I'm down to 10 rounds anyway. You know, otherwise this would be 15 or 18 round magazine. So, in all the fairness, let me load the magazine and we'll do appendix with the EDCX9. Alright, there you have it. EDCX9. So let's try the same drill. We'll draw. This is different animal. We got a safety, single action, so I gotta be a little more careful. But let's see. .204. Now, I forgot to mention, I don't know if they make different holsters for appendix carry or what. You can use them either or, but basically I use my regular holster for appendix and it seems to be working. Still have a little issue clearing that shirt. It was 228. $212. Still clearing that shirt. I go way higher. .202. So yeah, right there, same, just about same speed, either or. Now, let's. One thing, if you got a body hair, especially in the front, be careful. Probably a good idea wearing two shirts. Okay. Another thing. So this is the bottom of the EDCX9. So it goes right into my thigh. Now I can actually bend down. There's no doubt about it. But at the same token, that muzzle is digging right into my artery, right there. So that doesn't really inspire confidence while carrying one in the chamber. So that's my biggest concern. Back here, the worst case scenario, yeah, you get a hole through your ass, you know. That's about it. So that's the only downside of appendix carry that I can see. I mean, biggest downside I'm gonna say. Right now, it doesn't look like I'm that much faster. Okay, I'm gonna call it a wash. Either or. Yeah, if you're gonna just practice appendix carry, you can probably be a lot faster. But then again, if I'm gonna just practice from there, I can probably match it up. So I don't think it's a matter of how fast it is. I do think that this is less safe, especially depending on the gun. You know, like this is a single action gun with a safety only. I mean, I haven't had nothing happen that safety would flick off by itself, but no, it is a light trigger, so you know, I'd be a little more worried than with something like the XL that, although it has an awesome trigger, you know, it's a little longer, you know, less of a chance something happening. But then again, somebody brought a good point that, you know, with this, you can also hammer check it. So hold the hammer while reholstering. This way, even if the trigger snags on something and safety goes off, you're physically holding the trigger, so it can't go off. All right, so my take on the appendix carry, if it works for you, go ahead. Right now, I'm at least presented with the option, since I shedded those pounds and got myself a little bit in shape, that I can carry either way if I choose to. I mean, maybe on certain occasions it might be easier. It's definitely easier putting the holster on and off, but either one is fine. As always, have fun, keep shooting.